And we are live. Welcome to Iconic TV. Guess what? We made it. All of us made it here. Who would have thought that you could tell all of us a little while ago that imagine this, something is going to happen in the world and everyone is going to be forced to stay at home and cover up their body, and they're going to be told what to wear, where to go, when, and how late they can stay out. You would all say, no way, never. What if the largest social media platform you were told was going to crash and be gone for an entire day, and then another, and then another, and there was no worldwide communication on social media? You'd say, what? No way. And now look where we are. A day later, all of this stuff has happened. So doesn't it make sense that rather than just being caught flat-footed in the middle of the road and saying, oh my gosh, what's happening, that you're prepared in advance for all of this? You see, if you're trying to grow your business online, you're in the right place. If you're trying to figure out social media, you're in the right place. If you need to scale and you want to get to 7 figures, even if there's no way possible in your mind, you can see 7 figures, but you know that transformation would change your life, you're in the right place. So this week, I don't know if you guys know it, there's something like almost a $700 million scratch off Powerball or something like that. $700 million. Would anybody want that? Would you go out and just for that one shot, would you go out and buy one? Okay, then you're in the right place. If you're the kind of person that believes there is a shot that I can change my world, I can transform everything, and I can have that freedom and that passion about my business, and I can do what makes a difference in the world, and I can have a whole lot of fun doing it, then this is the place for you. Welcome to Iconic TV. My name is Dr. Connie Scavella. I'm the founder of the Iconic Entrepreneur Group. Our whole mission is to help you scale your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less, just like I've done and just like my clients have done. And we want to show you how to do it. The reason this is so powerful is because you're going to learn how to do it in just 4 simple steps. And you're not going to suffer from the stress and the struggle and the overwhelm, all the hustle and the grind and all that BS that's out there in the market. You are going to actually learn true proven strategies, not tactics and hacks and things that don't work, or they last for a mini minute and then something comes along in the world and you're out of business. You need something that is going to last. You want to build a business that's a legacy, a business that you're proud of. And you also want to build a business that feeds you rather than you continually having to feed your business. Because let's face it, everything has changed in the world right now, hasn't it? Everything is different. And it's going at such a fast pace that you can't really keep up. And so what we're going to do today in this session is give you the strategies that you need to start implementing today, okay, so that you can finish this year off really strong. And I want to put a challenge out there for some of you that are new. I want to say hi to some people. I'm going to try and look at the comments and talk to you at the same time. I want to say hi to Melody and Harp, Jennifer, Will. Let's see. We've got Wesley, Reese, and Kirk. Hello. Hey, Tammy. Loretta, great to see you. Emilio, hello. Lavon, good to see you again. I want to let you guys know as we're getting started, go ahead and put in the comments. If this is your first time, put a number 1 in the comments. And that number 1 tells us it's your first time because we have so many great gifts for you, okay? And you know, I'm here trying to get everything out to you guys as quickly as possible. We come here every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. and give you these high-level strategies, okay? This isn't Mickey Mouse stuff, okay, kindergarten stuff that you could just pull off of a silly cheat sheet. Now, this is really high-level stuff that I used in my corporate world, working with Fortune 200 companies, $200 billion companies, 100,000 sales reps, when I was a speaker selling $436,000 from the stage, and for 17 years running my own entrepreneurial companies and consulting with the likes of everybody from mom and pops to, you know, ministry to I owned a racing company. I had financial companies and professional athletes and actors. I've worked with everything. All right. And so what I've done is pulled together everything that it takes to take your business to 7 figures. I had 4 multi-million-dollar companies, starting with my first one before I could ever drive. And I continue to do that in multiple different industries. So if you need someone who will give you the truth and the real strategies, this is what we're going to do here today. So give me some love if you are feeling some love, you're ready to go. If you got a little bit of a wake-up call from what happened yesterday in the world, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I can't just like sit back and lie on my rest of my laurels and think everything's just going to be peachy keen. You got to be ahead of the game. All right. This is all about being ahead of the game today. And I'm going to give you 4 key strategies that you need to start implementing and thinking about in your business right away. Okay. So again, if you're first time here, put a number 1 in the comments, because we are streaming live everywhere. We're always live every Tuesday. And we just wanted to make sure that nothing was blocked out today, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or who knows where. We're going to make sure you get this messaging today. And let me see some more people. Joshua, David Sherwin. I know you had a birthday recently. Stevie Ann, Cassie. Who else is here and in the house? Say hello. If you are new again, please go click up above. And StreamYard is up there. Just click on that link, and then I can say hello to you, Cassie and Elvine, Philip, Bekas again. Great to see you. You know, we need to hop on a call, Bekas, since our last Zoom call. And Jim, yes, Jim, same for you. We need to get on a 15-minute call. Zora, Katie, Patricia, Carl, Molly, Wilma. Hello, everybody. We've got a great crowd in the house. Who else do we have? Michelle Hollingsworth. Rose, Angie, of course, great to see you. And Maggie, Dean Dawkins. Okay, who else? Go ahead and comment, say hello, tell me where you're coming in from. I want to see you guys. I want to say hello. And I want to let you guys know that we also have our great concierges. Hey, Gail, good to see you. If you're a pro and you've been here before, type the word pro so we know who our veterans are here. And this is such an exciting day because I think finally I got people's attention, right? Hey guys, you got to wake up. Things are changing really, really rapidly. And so do we have to, change really, really rapidly. Okay. So buckle up, get ready, grab your pieces of paper and pen, take some notes. Okay. And make sure that you, look out for our concierge. We have what we call our flight crew here. And these are the iconic VAs. They will take care of everything you need. All right. If you need a replay, okay, if you do need a replay, we want to make sure and get that for you. Okay. All you have to do for that is just type #replay, #replay, and we will get that to you. Okay. Because I'm going to cover a lot. If you can't catch it, or maybe you're in your car or something like that, then I want to make sure that we get it to you so you can watch it at your own pace and catch the important nuances of what I'm talking about so you can implement it right away. So we're just on Tuesday. If you started something today and you implemented each step, you'd have all of them integrated starting on Monday, and then you're going to see a huge difference in your business. Okay. So what are we talking about today? What we're talking about today is, hey, what would happen if there was no social media? How would you grow your business? Would it grow? What would you be doing? If instantly, not just one platform went down for a day, but what if all of the platforms were down? What would you do? How would you grow? Okay, think about that. And tell me, if every single social media platform was gone, put it in the comments for me. Let me know, what would you do? What would you do next? Okay. And how would that affect your income if all of them were down? So maybe some of you are advertising a lot, and maybe some of you are doing organic marketing, and those are where you depend really heavily on. So how do you pivot in an instant, right? How do you switch in an instant? And this is why I'm talking about, you have to know in advance what's coming and have somebody in your corner telling you, hey, this is what you need to do, right? When I ran a professional racing car company, and for example, when we were racing in Daytona, the driver, I wore every hat but the helmet. The driver had his helmet on, and it was mic'd so that he could hear the crew chief, right? And what did we do? We plotted spotters around the track so that we could see everything that was coming up. And that's a lot what we're doing here for you guys today, is giving you the feedback from all the little spotters around the track of what's coming up. So you are not, again, caught with your pants at your ankles the next time something happens, and you can keep going. Now, I want to ask you, be honest here, okay? So when everything went down, what did you do? I mean, I've been asking people all day, okay, so now that you can't actually get onto Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp, what are you doing? How many of you took a day off? How many of you said, gosh, I really needed to clean out my freezer anyway, or I need to clean my closet, or it's a good day to wash my car? How many of you pulled out of your business because you knew it wasn't going to be permanent, but it was temporary? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes. Tell me what you did. Did you wash your car? Did you take the dog for get his toenails clipped? What did you do when you thought, oh, it's down, I can't really communicate? How did you react? How did you respond, and what did it do with your business? So my challenge to you is that you want to take advantage of any downturn, right? I always say the money is in the meltdown. And when everybody is taking the day off and going to do their personal chores, which they could do in the weekend or whatever, or hire somebody to do it, you should be taking advantage of that. When nobody is your competition that day, oh, you could have cleaned up. All right. So ask yourself that. What do I do when there's a sudden shift? Do I not know what to do? If my platform is taken out from under me, am I just standing there with, what do I do? Okay. So tell me what's happening, because this is what we're talking about also today is what do you do when your social media crashes? What is your response? What is your action? Are you proactive or are you reactive? Okay. And I'd love to see your comments. So please put them in there as you're checking in and as you're getting new here. Tell us your name, where you're coming from. And I'd love to know, give me a thumbs up or yes, or an up or a down. If you made more money yesterday or less money because the platform was down. What did you do? Tell me what's happening in your world. So I want to be able to ask you some questions, make this really interactive. So I make sure to give you the best information. And if you have any questions and you want more training on something specific, please say, do a training on this. Can you do a training on this? And make it really specific, and I will. Okay. The other thing I want you guys to know is, as you're in our group, some of you are in our group, some of you are watching elsewhere, and we're here at the Iconic Entrepreneur. Okay. So the iconicentrepreneur.com is where you come, and we have a lot of giveaways that we have for you today. And if you will come here, then it's simulcast everywhere. You won't miss out on a thing. Come here and we'll make sure we get you all of the gifts and the replays and everything else. But I want to let you know, here's the thing that happened very, very recently. And this is what you need to know to do. Not just here, but think about it for your own self. Okay. I always want to keep you on the cusp of what's happening, is that if you're in a group, you're not going to see when we do giveaways or when we have private trainings or anything else, unless you do this on your computer. Okay. So you go to the top underneath a picture of our banner on the group, and then you click on the button joined, right? The big red arrow. And then you click on the thing that says manage notifications. And then you click on all posts. Okay. Because we don't make a lot of highlights or announcements. We just put everything in there for everybody, equal opportunity. If you don't click on all posts, guess what? You're not going to see anything. And when we do huge giveaways or full-on strategy sessions with me, which are like $500, you don't want to miss out. Okay. So make sure that you're doing this. Okay. So again, all you do is go to the top of our page, click on joined, and because you joined our group, and it says manage notifications, and then click on all posts so that you can get a copy of anything. That's not saying we're tagging you on every single thing. We're just saying that when you want to pop in, you will see everything. Otherwise, you will come here and you will see absolutely nothing. Okay. So social media is going a whole bunch of different ways. What we're talking about today is the secrets. How can you get the most power out of social media and make it work for your business? All right. So this is really important. I do have a really amazing giveaway. Our concierges, you will see here, they're here with us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. And you see Angie, Sherry, and you see Richard, and you see Grace, and you see Ciara. And I want you guys to reach out to them. If they check your DMs, because they got a little message for you today, because we have a whole bunch of gifts that we're going to give away in honor of everything that happened online yesterday. So let's get started. Let's look at, how do you actually heat up your sales and get more leads attracted to you through social media? And now there's a lot of different platforms. The gift I'm going to give you today, Angie said to me today, she goes, oh my God, how long did that take you to make? And I said, a while. It took a while. She goes, that is amazing. It's actually a 27-page document, full color, on a platform, how you can use it. And I'm going to show it to you in a minute, because you need to know how to be prepared for all the different places you need to be. Okay. And the question is, do you need to be at all the different places at once, or one at a time? That's the secret. Okay. Our whole thing is the 5-hour workday. And we believe that as a CEO, you should work a 5-hour workday, not a 5-hour work week. Okay. But a 5-hour workday. And we show you how to do it without getting overwhelmed. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started, because there is so much noise out there, isn't it? There's so much noise. And you have to cut through the noise. You have to be different. This is the fulcrum of the platform that we teach to get our entrepreneurs to 7 figures. So here's the iconic fact. It is an absolute fact that if you want to cut through the noise, you've got to be different. Everybody else is looking one way. They're looking the same. And now you're facing in a different direction. You're going to catch the wind a different way, right? But you have to look at things different. Okay. And if you don't, you're going to be left behind. So the question is, does anybody see you? Like, if you just glance at the screen, is it just some cool art? Or are you actually there? You might be trying to be different, but you're still blending in with everyone trying to be different the same way. Does that make sense? So here's the thing. You don't want to go into imposter syndrome. You don't want to go in comparison mode, right? Comparison is the thief of all joy. So you can't do that. But does anybody even see you? You're trying to stand out, but is it even working? Well, let's talk about how you do that, okay? So these are the things that you're going to need to do in order to stand out and cut through the noise. You have to look at your brand. What is your brand? Do you even have a brand, or are you just sort of generic? Like, I'm a coach, I'm in insurance, I'm in real estate, or I'm in direct sales, or something like that. Where are you different? What is your brand? What does it stand for? And does anybody have anything like that? If they do, you don't have a brand. You need your own brand. You need to be standing different from everybody else. Okay. The other thing you need is a formula. What is your formula? If you don't have a formula for success that is for you and for the people that you work with, nobody's going to come to you. These are key. Okay. So if you're just like everybody else, you're a me too, you're copying what everybody else does. You've taken so many courses and challenges and 6-week, 4-week programs that your head is spinning, and all you come out with is the exact same thing that all the other 42,000 people that took that course are doing, right? You're no different. Okay. So the other thing that is going to completely set you apart is your own book. I am a 2-time #1 best-selling author, as well as an international speaker and a business growth strategist. And I will tell you, the reason our company went in the middle of the pandemic from $0 to $1.4 million in 9.5 months is because of one thing, and that is a book. That book changed the trajectory of everything. I don't care if you can't write, if you can't even scribble on a Post-it, you need a book. Okay. So if you need some help with that, let me know. We'll help you out. And what is your value proposition? What do you do? Right? How are you different from the thousands of others? Because you know what happens in the world is that you are told to go find a huge market, right? A huge market, and go find a big market, because that's where all the money is. Well, that's great, but that's also where all the people are. And if you don't have a different value that you can offer, and it's not formulaic, and you don't have a way to deliver it when all the social media goes down. Hey, there was nothing wrong with Amazon for me yesterday, right? How many books did I sell? Tons, right? Because I had other platforms to go to, right? Hey, if Amazon went down and I can do an Audible, I can do anything, right? So you have to look at, what can I do when everything disappears? When I'm forced to condense and shut down, what can I still do to grow my business despite all of the outer circumstances? How am I going to be different than everybody else who just decided to take the day off, go to the movies, and do their laundry? Okay. So what's the second thing that you have to look at? Is this making sense to you guys? Okay. Is it helping you out a little bit? Okay, because what I want to do is make sure that I'm not going too fast. Okay, I'm Italian, German, and a couple other things. So just like with racing, I tend to talk very fast, and this information comes out very fast. So I want you to make sure that you get a replay. Just type hashtag replay down below if you want the replay, and watch this again and again. Okay. Because every slide, everything that we're saying has extra things in it that you really want to catch. If you're commenting and doing all of that, you might miss some of it. Okay. So what's the other thing that you have to do to cut the noise? Okay. So you've got to get it organized. You know how hard it is, right? With all these different things, maybe you've got a blog and you're tweeting, and you've got Pinterest and you've got Instagram, and then you've got stories and reels, and oh, don't forget YouTube, and oh my gosh, I'm on, Google, and then there's all of your chats and things, and everything is just a streaming mess. Does anyone feel like that? And you're just like, okay. If you don't have this organized, whether you're on one platform or 10, you're in trouble. And so what do you have to do to get out of trouble? You need to do an audit, okay? So it's important, because a lot of times you're so close to it, you can't actually see what a mess you are, right? And what we want to do, if you want an audit, if you want us to take a look at your social media and say, oh my, this is what you need to do. Let me put these in order and priority, and look at your business and your message and your brand, and make sure that they're all speaking the same language. So if you want an audit, okay, it's totally free. Don't worry. I'm not charging you for anything here today. Everything I'm gifting to you, this is what we do. This is why I come here live. Okay. So to do an audit, it's one of the first things that we do with our clients. Before we even take on a client, we audit everything they do on social media and everywhere to make sure we even want them as a client. And so if you want that same kind of audit for us to do for you for free, just type hashtag audit, and I'll set up an appointment, and we will take a look at your social media, look at everything you've got, so that when the crash happens again, and trust me, this isn't the first little, this is just a little hiccup of what's to come, you're not, again, caught short. Okay. So it's real important. And if you think about it, just think about it in your mind. If you were somebody else and you looked at your social media, do you even understand your brand and your messaging? Do you know what you're doing? Can they tell right away this is what you do, or what you solve, or who you help? This is a big deal. It's so important to get this organized and to know it really well. Okay. So you have to be different, and you have to get that stuff organized. Okay. And part of it is really being clear. So many people out there don't have the clarity. You're like, I don't really know. Like if I said, if we ran into each other at a crosswalk or something, and I said, hey, what do you do? Can you tell me in 5 words or less what you do? Can you? So if you can, put it down, 5 words or less, what do you do? Put it in the comments, because if you don't have that, then you're probably going to need an audit. Okay. So we can actually make it to something that goes pow. All right. So, our whole thing is to help you soar to 7 figures in 1 year. How would you like that in your business? Be amazing, right? What's your 5-word thing? Okay. So let's look at the second thing that we're going to talk about today, as far as heating up your sales, attracting more leads through the power of social media. And the next thing that we want to look at is that you have to stop the scroll. You know what this is. First thing in the morning, and you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone, you're just scrolling through everything, and it all starts to become a blur, right? Especially stories. That one just befuddles me. I'm like, what are these people doing? Why do you think that's actually good for you and your brand? So how do you stop the scroll? How do you not look like a foolish teenager trying to copy everybody else? And here's the thing. Does anybody feel that way? You're doing all these things, these videos and this stuff, and you're pointing and looking like an idiot. Why? Because everybody else is doing. Is it really? Right? Just because they said, jump off the cliff, you have to jump off the cliff. I don't think so. There's a smarter, more elegant way to capture the attention and attract people than what you see out there. Just because everyone else is doing it does not mean it's right. All right. And, they talk about this even with the young kids, right? Who are so into a comparison model and they feel inadequate. We don't want to model that same behavior as adults. Okay. So think about second. Okay, way we're back. Um, so I don't know how strong my internet is, but we're just going to keep going. And okay, so you've got to stop the scroll. And here's what I mean by this, right? If you look at this picture, what do you notice, right? You notice the image, right? You notice the pie chart and a percentage, and you probably didn't take the time to read it, okay? And what it says is that the human brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than words. Okay. So if the human brain processes images faster than text, that definitely is one way to stop the scroll. And so think about that. Okay. In your um, social media, are you doing anything to stop the scroll? Or are you just writing, 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 writing? Do you have a way to stop it? I'm going to show you because here's the difference. Here's how it works to your brain. Your brain is everything, and it's 80-20. Okay. 80% visual is where the brain focuses and only 20% on the written. So, how is it that you're presenting yourself online? Do you have captivating visuals? Do you have something that's going to stop the scroll and have the brain pay attention? So, what does that mean? Here's some 4 tips that'll help you out. Okay, so write these down, implementing them as well. So, really simple colors. What are the colors that you're using? Are they neutral? Are they blending in the background of the platform that you were in? Is there any movement or is it all still pictures? Okay. And again, these can depend on where you're doing it. Are you using sound? Sound is really important. And are you using any contrast? So, for example, we just did a huge successful workshop and everything was black and white. And it completely stood out from everybody else because everybody else is doing full color and movement and the hottest latest thing, and we did the exact opposite and it was a great success. So what are you doing to stand out and stop the scroll? So go ahead, and which one of those for you is it? Is it color? Is it movement? Is it sound? Is it contrast? What are you doing? If we could have smell in there, that's the most powerful scent, and you would definitely want to have that in there. Okay. So every platform is different. And one of the ways to have great movement, because we all know video is everything. If you're not using video and you think you can get by, or you just decide I'm just going to do a podcast, guess what? You're still going to need to turn that into a video. And having been, in front of and behind the camera for decades, we do a lot of camera confidence and charisma classes on how to actually have that ability to be on camera, captivate your audience, and then sell on camera if you need to. So if you need some help with that, just do call Connie down below and we will help you out with that. Just do call Connie and we'll help you out with getting yourself camera ready so that you don't feel uncomfortable getting in front. And there's a lot of different platforms, especially this one. Anybody here on TikTok? If you're on TikTok, write TikTok in the comments below. And this is the giveaway that we have for you today. So this is a huge book, and it's everything that you're going to need to know to be successful on TikTok. Why? Because it's a really large platform. Will it be for you? I don't know. We can find out. We'll do an audit, and takes like 10 minutes, actually barely 10 minutes. And so we can do that audit and give you an idea. Hey, maybe this is something that you want to do, but we want you to do it so that you don't look like a 13-year-old. All right. I don't think I have any 13-year-olds on here, but if I do, no offense. So this is a full color book. We'll get that to you. And it comes with the free audit as well. So that calls 10 minutes. Don't worry, it is not a sales call. But if you're not on this platform or if you're not monetizing it, that's what you need to do. Okay. The whole point of social media is to utilize it for your good, not just to be on it. You should have it making you money, right? Okay. So if you want that, just write hashtag TikTok and we will get that to you and your call and your audit all at once. And it is 100% free. Okay. But it's here live. You have to be here live to get that. So just hashtag TikTok As soon as I finish on the air in a few minutes, then we will go and reach out to you. Check your DM, check up above or in your DM. One of the concierges is going to get to you and give you whatever you need. If you want an audit, if you want to talk to us and, hop on a call for 10 minutes, just ask some questions, we'll do that. If you want to have the TikTok thing, we'll do that. Anything that you need, we're here for you. Okay. So, am I going too fast, too slow? Let me kind of do a quick little roundup, see what you guys are thinking. How is it going? I would love to ask a couple more interactive questions of you guys. See where you are, okay? Because some of you are already past the $1 million mark and you're doing great, and you just need a couple little tweaks that'll take you from a 7-figure to an 8-figure business. But some of you are still just continue bumping up the 6-figure mark and you just can't get ahead. And so that's actually a different strategy. All right. And so we give you a completely different strategy, same 4 principles, because the 4 principles are universal, but a different way to implement that and in a different order. If you're trying to get from, under 6 figures and above, and if you're in the 6s and the mid 6 figures and you're like, let's go to the million, Connie, let's do it just like you did in 1 year. Let's take it to $1 million, because that's what we call base camp. Right? $1 million should be the base, that you always have that money. You never have to worry ever again about your business or what's happening in the economy or in the world. So wherever you are, we can always help you out. So let me ask you a couple questions. Just type your answer really quick in the comments so that I can go back after we're done, and because they're scrolling too fast, and I want to go back after we're done and reply to you. Okay? So that you'll get a reply from us and we'll help you and move you forward. That's the whole goal. Let's get you out of this stagnant place, whether you're, stuck below 50, stuck below 100, stuck in the low mid 6 figures, wherever you are, we got to move you forward. And we want to do it fast this year. Right now, we're in the middle. I don't know if you guys were with us 2 weeks ago. We started the 100-day challenge. It's $100,000 in 100 days. If you want to participate with us, just write 100K. And hashtag 100, and we'll bring you in. And we're all moving on together on this, and we're all doing all the activities, all the strategies. You'll get all the workbooks and everything, and all the sheets to do the 100-day challenge with us, so that by the end of the year, you have $100,000 added to your business. So if that's something that you would love, give me a thumbs up and just do hashtag 100, and we will get that for you. So questions I want to ask you. Like, how much time are you putting into your business right now? This is very important that you understand some of these basics, because if you're doing it wrong, it's going to be really hard for me to help you scale really fast and get to 100K in 100 days or to $1 million in less than a year. So how much time? Put in the hours. How many hours a week are you spending in your business? Now, some of you have a job and some of you have a business and some of you are just starting. Whatever it is, put the hours. Just put the number. Hey, if you're working 40 hours, if you're working 60 hours, if you're working 16 hours, how many hours in a week are you putting into your business? Okay, so kind of total it up in your head and put that in there and let us know, because then I'm going to show you the next couple things that you need to do to heat up your sales, and that's going to be dependent on these answers. So go ahead and put them down below. And for the person who has the most comments and the most feedback, we have a special prize for you at the very end. So go ahead and comment away. Totally free prize. Okay. Have you truly mastered one social media platform? Not just are you on one, but have you mastered it? Do you know everything about it? Can you just that thing runs like clockwork? You don't really have to touch anything. It just works automatically. If you've got that, then let us know. Yes, which social media platform have you got mastered? And then we want to know, how clear are you on your avatar niche, right? Where are you? Who's your avatar? Who's your niche? Put it down. Got your avatar, got your niche. Let us know that you have that. Okay. See, what we're trying to do, as the sign says, is keep it simple, right? I know you thought the KS was just for Connie Scavilla, but for keep it simple. Okay. Keep it really simple in your business. If you have too much clutter, it will slow you down. It's called a drag coefficient, right? It's going to slow you down and you're never going to hit your goals. So, last question, second to the last question is, do you have a step-by-step formula to grow your business? Like, how are you doing it? When this whole thing crashed yesterday, what did you do? Did you go to the next step in your formula, or did you like, oh, yay, let's go play? Right? So as a CEO of your business, you want to think like a 7-figure CEO. And when you have a step-by-step strategy, it makes it so much easier, right? So, and then I think the most important thing is whatever your product, your service is that you offer, is it high ticket? If you don't have a high ticket, you have to make that priority number one. Okay. And if you want to know what does a high ticket entail, what if, oh, I work for a company and they only have this, this is the price. There's ways you can get around that. Okay. But it has to be priority number one. Otherwise, you're just going to be a slave to your business if you're not already. Right. So we don't want that to happen. We want you to come with us and do the 100K in 100 days and make sure that you really are scaling your business. And if you're having, if you've got to go, if you've got some questions, I just want you to ask, okay? If you need the replay, please type #replay down below. #replay if you missed any part of this, because I'm not repeating this. This is just live. This is me. One time, that's it. Okay. So if you need to see it again and you want us to email you the replay, then you need to just type #replay down below. Whoever has the most comments at the end, we are going to give you a prize, and it is a full strategy session with me looking at your whole business, not just a 5 or 10 minute call. It's a hot seat. It's a strategy session, and going over your biggest issues in your business, and we'll fix them right there and then on the spot. So if you would like that, just be the one who has the most comments in the feed. And whichever feed you are watching, we will count them all. Okay, so I talked to you about TikTok. What's the third thing that you need to do to heat up your sales? Is that you in order to get more calls, you really have to focus on the needs of your audience. Okay. What do they need? Right. So, we're trying to uncover that. When you pull back the cover on your audience and like, what did they say at 3 a.m? This is what they need. I really need this. Okay. Do you know that? And is what you offer what they need? Because sometimes there's a disconnect. And if you don't understand their needs, you are not going to grow your sales. Nobody's going to call you if they don't hear instantly from you that you have the answer that they're looking for. So how do you uncover their needs? I just asked you guys a bunch of questions to figure out where are you and what do you need? But you have to uncover those in this way. You have to make sure that you are covering their needs for safety. Everybody has a need for safety. They don't want to do anything that's risky. They're going to lose money or they're going to look foolish, right? They also have a great need for success. Everybody just wants to be successful. It's like, I just want to succeed. I just want to do it right. I just want to win. And if you don't have a methodology to show them instantly how you can help them win, you're toast. Okay. Trust is a big thing. You've heard know, like, and trust. Trust is the biggest one. People can know you and they can like you, but they might not do business with you until they trust you. And how do they trust you? You have to offer proof. How do you know this? Who else have you done it with? What has been their feedback? Why should I trust you? Right? So what is the background and credentials? Did you just come off, ears wet and dripping from the latest 6-week course that you took? Or do you actually have real credible, provable statistics and a reliable history that you've done this and you can do this? What makes you an expert? How do you prove that you're an expert? If you can't prove it, then people are going to go elsewhere. Nobody's going to pick up the phone and call you. They may listen, but they may not call. Okay. So what we want you to do is ask your questions. If you're confused, if I'm going too fast, book your 10-minute call. It's super easy. 10 minutes. That's all it takes. Okay. Just go to callconnie.com or just write #callme in the comments below, and we will take care of that for you. Okay. So I have one more thing that of the 4 things that it's going to take to heat up your sales. And I want to talk about that next. So let's take a look at that. So in order to get more clicks, you have to make them drool. Okay. You've got to stop the scroll, but you got to make them click on it. They can look, but are they going to click on it? How are you going to make your audience drool over you? What are you going to give them? And put in there, what's your offer? What's your number one thing that makes your audience drool? So let's look at the 4 things that people really want. They want time. They want more time. They want free time. Okay. They want money. Everybody wants money. Everybody comes to us for money. They know, hey, if you want to turn your business around and you want to go to 7 figures in a year, you got to see Connie. Everybody comes here for more income, right? We know that. And guess what they say? I don't have any money. I know, that's why you're here. Okay. We know that in advance. Okay. So you have to build in the protection for it. We know people want money when they come to us. So we make sure that money is never an objection to working with us, ever. Okay. When people want more time, we make sure that we don't put more on your plate. That's why we show you the 5-hour workday, right? When you want status, people want to be known as an expert and be seen and have a sort of celebrity factor. So we teach that to you. We show you how to write a book. We show you how to get sort of famous without being, an influencer, because that's not going to make you money. You need to have long-standing celebrity. So we show you how to make status, because these 3 things so far are what you need to do for your audience as well. Do you have a way to do them? And do you have a way that your system is going to give them freedom? Ultimately, it all comes down to that, right? We want to be happy, we want to be free, we want to do our own thing. And if you don't do that, you have no hope of getting the people to stick with you and stay with you and do business with you. So those are 4 key things that you need to do. And again, if you want to figure out how to optimize your business and fix this, we can do the 10-minute fix. A 10-minute call is all it takes. We've done this for thousands of times, for thousands of people, for many decades. And it doesn't take forever. It doesn't take 45 minutes. It's 10 minutes, right? It's not a sales call at all. Just so you know, keep your credit card, tied up in your safe. That's not what this is. This is a 10-minute fix. And if you want to optimize your world, then you got to book a 10-minute call so we can see which of those areas you have been lacking in so far. Okay? Is this making sense so far? So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Give me some more love. I need more hearts. Come on. I love lots of love. Give me some love. And remember, I got one more thing to show you. I threw in a bonus. I just decided I can give you one more tip. And come back here, though, every Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, we are live right here, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we go over the high-level strategy so you can start implementing those right away and give you resources that you can use instantly. Okay, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And let's see. So here we go. Let's look at the bonus thing that I just wanted to throw in at the last minute. Okay, cash flow. Everybody wants more cash flow. You need the income, you need the revenue and the profits. So you definitely have to audit your system. What are you doing, right? And do you have the right people in the right places, as Jim Collins says, on the right bus? So if, again, you have to audit, this is what you're going to need to audit when it comes to social media. What is your story? If you don't have a unique story about you, your business, why you have your business and everything that it does and the people that you've helped, if you have no unique story, that is vital. If you don't get that first story down, we have a way to show you how you can give one story, say it in 10 seconds, and you will turn heads. Okay, so that 10-second story that we teach right away is the very first story you have to have down. And then there's other stories in your business that you want to build out after that. The other thing, when you're looking at if your business is driving you crazy and you're overwhelmed and you're frustrated and you're stuck and you're, hustling everywhere, how do you simplify it? You have to simplify it. That's why our framework, everything is 4s, okay? 4 steps, 4 steps, 4 steps. It's a 4-step methodology that's exclusive to us here at the Iconic Entrepreneur. And we want to say, hey, let's do an audit of where's your system? What's your process? Is it simple? How many of the steps that you have in your business can we take out? And then do you have a specific strategy for growth? If you don't have a way to grow, you're just doing the same thing over and over again until something crashes, that's not going to work either. Okay. So the other thing that you have to have, and it doesn't come unless you have the above 3 first, is speed. This is my niche. This is my favorite thing to do. Is speed is everything. Okay. And if you can't do this and you can't implement speed into your business, you will fail. Because when it comes time to pivot, the first one to change, the first one to move is the one that wins. And if you're just waiting, or you're doing it too slow, or you're just kind of scared, I don't know if it's going to work and all of this, if you don't do it with speed and alacrity, it isn't going to work. You have to. And it doesn't matter. Like if you take a look at where we are, right? So we have all kinds of different businesses and brands and things that we do for all the different things that clients need in order to get to 7 figures. But it's very structured, very systemized. And so you know exactly what that you need. Do you have a strategy like that? Do you have something that's so clear and so easy to see that you can say, oh, yep, that's what I need, right? It's like walking into a fast food store and you say, oh, yep, I want that and I want that and I want that. That's how simple it should be for your business, right? Okay. So do you have all these things? I've covered 5 of them really quickly. If you want the replay, please let us know and type hashtag replay down below. Because here's the thing. Oh, life is way too short to wait. If you sit around and wait, it is all going to disappear out from under you. Okay. The thing that you've got to do is just hop on a call. Okay. And start attracting more people to you. Social media is still growing and new platforms are going to come. Some of the current ones are going to disappear, but you can't be left behind. And we've given you a whole bunch of different things that you can do and you can get from us today. And I just want to kind of remind you, if you want the replay, okay, all you have to do is do hashtag replay and we will get that for you. It's super easy. If you would like help with your social media and really audit and clean up the mess and put it in an order and have a strategy and make sure you're on the right platform. And if you're spending and doing it all by yourself, you definitely need an audit and to get clear on that. Okay. And of course, we have a special gift for you. So one of the fastest growing platforms out there is TikTok. And so if you would like this, it's a 27-page book. It's full color, tells you everything. How do you do it? How do you get online? How do you monetize? What are the examples? It's amazing. And you have to get that. So you can do hashtag TikTok and we will get that for you. And of course, if you would like a call and you're like, Connie, you said all of that in way too fast. So let us know and we will hop on a call. We will look at all the different pieces of your business that you are online with, and we will make sense of it all. So you have no more confusion, absolute clarity, and you can move forward. So that's it. Today, we showed you everything that you need to start attracting leads and utilize social media in a way that monetizes your business and doesn't bleed it dry. So all you have to do now is just put down what you need. Do you want a call? Do you want the TikTok? Do you want an audit? Any of them, all of them, let us know. My amazing concierge team is here to help you. And right now, tonight, they will get you everything that you need. All you have to do is put it in the comments and come back here next Tuesday at 5 p.m. right here, theiconicentrepreneur.com. That's our group. And we will give you more amazing strategies. Please put in the comments below if you like this. What was your favorite thing? And again, I appreciate you guys being here. Have a great, great day.